Hello. Today in this video you're going to cover the basics of GuiXT architecture and the WS platform. Then we are going to dive into the details of the designer. After this brief tutorial you will be able to configure the designer and simplify the SAP screens. Designer is our Visibic tool. What you see is what you get. That is going to allow you to make screen simplifications without having to write any code. But first, I wanted to tell you who we are. Headquartered in California's Silicon Valley, Synactive has been delivering proven end-to-end solutions for simplifying and customizing SAP ERP applications since 1998. From sales and distribution to product lifecycle management to inventory control, our solutions provide leading organizations in aerospace and defense, manufacturing, oil and gas, pharmaceutical, and utility industries with user interface customization tools and services to optimize the efficiency of their SAP ERP. All of this time, we have remained focused on innovation and bringing new products and services to market. Together with the global partner system, Synactive is uniquely positioned to better help our clients successfully adopt, make more efficient, and fully optimize their SAP ERP solution. Today, we service more than 1,000 customers worldwide. GuiXT has a very simple architecture. It comes bundled with SAP GUI. It has been bundled since 4.6b and above. Typically, when a user goes into SAP, sends a request for a screen to the backend sends the information to SAP GUI, and then SAP GUI would draw the screen. With GuiXT in place, activated, and a script for the screen, when the request goes to the backend for the screen to be displayed, the backend server runs the code, captures the information as it normally does, packages the information, sends it to SAP GUI like it normally does. It does not know GuiXT exists. Now before the package reaches SAP GUI, GuiXT intercepts it, applies the changes that you have for the screen in the script, and repackages the information, sends it to SAP GUI, and the SAP GUI draws the new screen, which is simplified and enhanced for the users. GuiXT is a front-end tool, and it does not change anything in the back-end. Your business logic, your security, authorizations are all intact. The WS platform. So what is WS platform? The GuiXT WS is the evaluation of Synactive's existing technology into fully realized platform. This powerhouse platform is a multi-threaded 64-bit configuration engine that enables the extension of SAP to the web, desktop, and to your smartphone. GuiXT platform is the central infrastructure upon which all the Synactive's products and solutions are built. This means any and all process developments, present and future, will integrate seamlessly within the SAP ecosystem. GuiXT accelerates customizations and extensions to SAP, propelling changes in processes while leveraging the latest IT innovations such as smartphones, Windows mobile devices, web browsers, etc. Every user touchpoint, and now into the Microsoft Office and Adobe user community. Now let's get started with the trial version of the designer. You can go to our website, which is listed on the slide here, download the version of designer, and request a license key. I'm going to show you where you can find the host ID once you download the designer, and we'll configure the designer. Okay, so once you download the designer, fire it up, and on this screen go to Tools, License Manager, and you will see a window where you can capture the host ID. Click on the Request New, or you can click on Copy Host ID. Once you click on Copy Host ID, it's going to copy the number for you on the clipboard. It is the host ID that you see on the title bar of the pop-up. You would send a request for the license from our website using that host ID. Once we receive your request, we'll generate a license key that will be sent back to you. You will bring up the designer, go to the Tools, License Manager, and then add the license key for your designer. When you click on Add, you're going to see this particular pop-up where you can add the new license key or import the license key that we sent. This is going to add it to the serial numbers, and you will be able to tell when the license expires. Click on Apply, close, and you have your designer configured. Once you have your designer configured, you can evaluate the developer kit, and you can do certain things with the trial version. You can hide the fields, you can move them around, add defaults, you can create launchpad. There are multiple things you can do, and the designer will create the script for you in the background. I'm going to show you what exactly you can achieve with your trial version. This will be a short tutorial for you to follow and evaluate the product. So I've logged into SAP here. Once you log into SAP, on the Easy Access screen, I'm going to bring up my designer and create a launchpad. I'm going to move the container to the side and then create push buttons which will allow me to navigate to different transactions. Okay, so the users, they don't have to remember the transaction codes. Okay, you can add the icon, you can add a tip here. In the command, you can add the transaction code. So the users here, they don't have to remember the transaction codes, they don't have to set up their favorites. They can just click on these push buttons and it will take them to the right transaction. I'm creating one more here which connects to the create material. Notice these are two transactions in two different modules. GuiXT is not limited to a single module, a single application. So one push button connects to the create sales order and the other one connects to the create material. I'm going to put a group box around this just to make it look a little pretty. Save the script. You don't have to write any code. The designer creates the script for you in the backend. Okay. So I just saved my script. Go back to my SAP screen, refresh my screen, and I have the launchpad for me on the Easy Access screen. You don't have to change anything in the backend. You don't have to install anything in the backend. Now when you click on one of the push buttons, it is going to take you to that particular transaction. So launch material master goes to MM01. Notice at the bottom of the screen you have the MM01 transaction. It's going to create sales order, and now on sales order I'm going to show you how you can simplify the screen. Okay. I'm going to bring up my designer again, refresh my screen, and here it displays the same VA01 screen for you. Now let's say the users don't use the sales office and the sales group. So what I'm going to do is select those fields, use the delete key on the keyboard, and hide them. Okay? You are not deleting the fields from the database. You are only hiding it for the users. Okay? Resize the box here, move it down a little bit, and what I'm going to do is create radio buttons for the order type, add some default values, and show you how to make fields read only. Okay? So for the sales organization, let's say the users always use value 1000, or let's say 90% of the time they use value 1000. So you put in the value here. For the distribution channel, we are going to assume they always enter 10, and you don't want the users to change it. So you click on read only, and GuiXT is going to default the value 10 into the distribution channel and make the fields read only so the users cannot edit it. For the division, let's say the users are used to calling it department, they don't know what division is. You can change any field name to your business terminology. Call this department, and this is what the users are going to see. Now I'm going to move the group box a little bit down and then create the radio buttons for the order type. Now here we are assuming the users only need 2 or 3 kinds of orders. So instead of the users having to remember the code OR, RE, ZOR, which makes no sense to the users, we are creating radio buttons with plain English names, but in the back end I'm going to link it to the same order type field. Okay, so this connects to order type field, and it is going to pass the value OR where it is checked. Okay. Similarly, I'm going to create 2 more order types. So I'm going to copy it, and then you paste it, create a promotion order. It is linked to the same field, but it passes a different value. And then similarly, we have a returns order. Again, linked to the same field, but passes a different value. Okay. We'll put a group box around this, and you can put instructions for the user as the title of the group box. So select an order type. You can also put instructions for the users on the screen. So if you have enough real estate, and if you don't want to train the users or retrain them with the same screen, same business process, you can put step-by-step instructions for the users on the screen. Okay, you can display them in blue or black. You have two options, and then you can have step 1, select the order type. Step 2, make sure that the value in the org data is accurate. Okay. And this can be done on any screen in SAP. Okay, so I'm going to save my script. Again, I didn't write any code. It is generated by the designer. Save the script. Go back to my SAP screen. Oh, let me just show you how to change the title of the screen here. Alright, so you put a GuiXT screen. Save it, and this is my SAP GUI screen. Same transaction code, VA01, but just a different look. Okay, so now you can select what's in an order. You have the default values. Go in and select a returns. When you hit enter, it creates a return order for you. Now let me show you what the script looks like. So I'm going to click on the toggle here, and this is what the script looks like. This is what designer creates for you. Okay, you have the title command. When you change the title, when you hide a field, it creates a DEL command. Very intuitive JavaScript. Okay, so once it creates a script for you, for the VA01, I'm going to go to VA11, and you can see the same changes on VA11. Go to VA21. You're going to see the same changes on VA21. The reason is GuiXT scripts are tied to the program name and screen number of your SAP screen. So the script that you create is going to have program name, the language identifier, and the screen number as the name of the script. Now when you go to any of the 3 screens, VA01, VA11, VA21, they have the same program number, program name, and screen number. and that is why you see the same changes applied to all the three transactions. Okay. So in order to avoid this, we recommend that you conditionalize your script based on the transaction code. So what I'm going to do here, back to my designer, into the script, just select the code you want to conditionalize, right click, and you can conditionalize it based on transaction or based on language. Put VA01, save my script, and when you go back to your SAP screen, you still see the changes on the VA01 transaction, but when I go to VA11 or VA21, you don't see the GuiXT changes anymore. So these are the things that you can do with the trial version of the designer. Hope this video was helpful to you and you will be able to configure your designer and play with it, make full use of your trial. Also, we have other videos available on our website, which is a step further from your trial version. We have a video which shows you what you can do with the licensed version of the designer and our GuiXT solutions. If you have any other questions or want to learn more about GuiXT solutions, our platform, or the WS office, please contact us at rfi@guixt.com or sales@guixt.com or visit our website. Thank you.